Yo, it's your boy TTK back with another Monotype video. Essentially, there's a tournament going on called the National Dex Farm League. Now, some people might get offended if I say this, but the Farm League is essentially the loser's reject of the National Dex Premier League. And it's essentially all the people that didn't get drafted in Natdex PL basically get drafted in the Farm League. So, this is your time to prove yourself as a more consistent player that can get drafted for the bigger league that will happen next time. So yeah, your boy is in this TTK. You know how it is. We're playing Natdex Monotype in this Farm League, and we're basically going to be going over the week 1 coverage of the Farm League for the Monotype games. Now, there's 6 teams in this league, so there's only going to be 3 Monotype games to go through. Won't be too long. And yeah, week 2's out now, but I was supposed to start recording this earlier, but your boy got distracted playing around with the Mad God, you get me? But yeah, either way, if you guys enjoyed this Monotype coverage of tournament games, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Join the kingdom. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Again, I much appreciate all of the views that we've been getting recently. Like, every video just breaks into the 100s now. Like, it's actually so crazy. I really thank you guys a lot. I won 334 subscribers. What can I say? For those that have joined the kingdom today, yesterday, 2 days ago, welcome. We have a lot of cool videos going on. But yeah, let's get into this now. So first game we're going to be going over is Big Chungus in real life versus Faded Charm. Now, both of these guys play in Natdex Monotype on a regular basis, so obviously this is going to be it's just going to come down to who plays better and stuff. Like, obviously prep comes into account as well, but it's not necessarily always going to be a tight matchup like I dictated in my last video. But either way, Faded Charm decides to bring a flying team into Big Chungus here, and I'm just gonna say a Big Chungus a lot because the name's funny as hell, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, they bring ground, and we all know how Blood Moon Ursaluna, we all know my thoughts on Blood Moon Ursaluna. The mon's broken, get this mon out of this format as soon as possible. But yeah, I do think Big Chungus somewhat has the advantage here. There's a Mamo Swine. Blood Moon will probably end up doing Blood Moon things. But, Ground doesn't really have the most solid switch into Zard Y. So, at least from a team preview perspective, I'm just like, it kind of just goes down to how the game is being played. But we're going to see how this goes. I don't know sets either. I mean, I know who wins because I've seen the replays. Well, not seen the replay, I've seen the win post on forums. So I know who wins, but it's just about how the game actually went that we're going to be going over. But yeah, let's start this off. So, lead, we have Corviknight versus Landorus Incarnate. Now, this could just be Gravity Landorus, which would be nice, but they go for Focus Blast and miss, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? The U-turn into Gliscor, get the Toxicorp activated, which is pretty solid. Now, this Gliscor could have knockoff, obviously, to get rid of Landorus's life orb, as they do go for the knockoff and knock off Tusk leftovers here. So Corviknight comes out again. I would probably just knock for knock. Also rocks, or they fit Ice Spinner, of course. Like, of course you fit Ice Spinner, but they are like defensive body press, and defog just comes out. So not much has really happened in this game. Big Chungus wants to get up rocks again, which is obviously very useful for flying, because Zard can't run boots if it's mega evolving, so losing 50% of its HP is pretty relevant. So this exchange is probably going to keep going on for quite a while. Corv is pressure, so body press is just going to keep going down. They go Landorus on the defog. Now, we get to see whether this is actually still Gravity, but they go for Psychic, and I'm just like, Psychic Focus Blast, there's no shot that's... Well, it could be Gravity, and also I don't really know what Psychic is saying, I'll be honest. But, Tusk comes out again, they get up their own rocks, and obviously Tusk could just spin these away very easily. And yeah, so they are spin. Knockoff has to be the last move. Or EQ. I don't know why you wouldn't run EQ on Tusk on ground. But yeah, this is a very slow game. I'll be honest, like, not much is happening. And to be fair, Big Chungus can't really break Corviknight instantly straight away. But please, where's the gravity, my guy? Where's the gravity? They land Focus Blast with just 63. Maybe they don't need gravity if Focus Blast is doing that much damage. So Zard comes out, and Zard is faster. No, not faster than Landorus, but Landorus can't hit Zard super effectively. Is not running Rock Slide. So they go Zapdos here on yeah, oh, they're making doubles now. So Mamoswine's in on Zapdos. Aisha does 63. To be honest, oh, sub. This is very interesting. Was not expecting to see sub here. So, seems to be some sort of PP stalling Zapdos here with pressure. Not one I've seen in a very long time. But yeah, Shard is just going to keep killing Zapdos, but they're going to keep roosting, but you're getting 2-hit killed every single time, so, you know, I don't know how sustainable this is, especially when you're getting a high roll like 69, but, you know, Toxic gets off, and yeah, at this point, there's no switching to Ice Shard, I'll be honest. This is like banded Mamoswine, it seems like, so, you know, Corv is low. I don't know if Corv takes damage, but obviously Zard lives from full HP. You know, Zard Y is gonna come out and you know, Fire Blast, Weather Ball. Either way, Great Tusk is getting folded by even Solar Beam. That also hits everything on ground for neutral, other than Lando and Clodsire. So yeah, Clodsire comes out. This is getting 2-hit killed by a fire move, I'm certain, but they go for Gunk Shot and Gliscor, which you know, does no damage, and you know, Faded Charm's kind of on the back seat here, but at the same time, they don't really break Gliscor without getting a free Mamoswine switch in. Oh, Wandering Spirit is actually gonna come into play here, so Gliscor's taking just taking damage from Toxic Orb instead. That's actually a pretty cool interaction with Runerigus, to be honest. But yeah, Poltergeist is not gonna do any damage to, you know, Dragonite, but you're also not doing too much damage to Runerigus either. So the Memento here, which is really fun and interesting, but they probably just get in Blood Moon Earth to Luna to take advantage of the Trick Room turns. Probably try and get up a Calm Mind. So one Calm Mind is probably just going to Oko Gliscor straight away with Blood Moon, I'll be honest. But yeah, Big Chungus brings a really cool team. Yeah, and that's just getting folded. Gliscor was not living a +1 Blood Moon. I'll be surprised if he even lived +0 Blood Moon if it wasn't specially defensive. But they tried to make a double hit into Clodsire here, but at this point, Big Chungus just wants to stay in and like recover that off. But like, you would have taken a lot of damage from that anyway. So they go for Blood Moon against the Dragonite. 68, and that's through multi-scale as well. That's some insane damage. So they go for Moonlight. It seems like you know, they're obviously Blood Moon Earth Power, which obviously can't hit you know, Dragonite. But yeah, Blood Moon just gets activated again and Dragonite is dead. And yeah, this is why Blood Moon is some crazy Pokemon, I'll be honest. But you know, Zardwire comes out. I'll probably go Clodsire here. You don't want your Blood Moon dying. Solar Beam comes out. To be honest, I would have just continued clicking fire moves. At least you'll be able to... Yeah, you would have 2-hit killed Clod. Like, Solar Beam did 42%. Like, come on. So yeah, Flamethrower almost kills Lando there, doesn't kill. This is why we got Fire Blast, guys. And, you know, Sludge Wave comes out and Amorous dies. Now, at this point, yeah, Faded is looking rough. It's looking rough. Sludge Wave even 2-hit kills Zardwire, which is pretty solid, to be honest. And then they probably go Clodsire. Like, if this was Fire Blast, Clodsire was getting folded. But yeah, I don't think Corviknight is able to, you know, handle the rest of the guys, I'll be honest. Like, they're not body pressed, so it's not even like you even threaten Blood Moon all that well, to be honest. But yeah, you basically just play around the roost turns, try and Calm Mind, you know, or yeah, so Ironhead comes out, does 20. A Flinch, you know, Flinch could help, but Moonlight is, the sun is boosting Moonlight's healing, so Blood Moon is just gonna get back to full HP basically. So a bit counterproductive, I'd say, but you know, they weren't expecting ground, were they? But yeah, Corv is still Ironhead flinching, but it doesn't really matter in the long run. Like, all Chungus has to do is heal his Blood Moon to like mainly high HP, start Calm Minding, get to like +2, and then Zard can't even revenge kill you reliably. So yeah, they're getting lucky with the flinches, but like, you can't flinch forever, or like, unless you have astronomical luck, and doesn't seem like Faded Charm has that this game. Yeah, at this point, you're just gonna continue getting to Thing. Solar Beam, even at +2, 49. Like, it just goes to show Megazard's damage. And yeah, Corv eventually died, and yeah, Chungus got the win because Blood Moon, you know, most passive Pokemon are just set up for Blood Moon. It starts recovering, it has Z Blood Moon to just completely fold. Even Corviknight, like I've told people the calcs before, +1 Z Blood Moon Oko's Fizz Death Corviknight from full HP. Like it's disgusting, and is the reason why I want this one gone. But either way, that's a solid showing from Big Chungus. You know, this is their first time playing in the tournament, so we'll see how well they do. I'm also facing Big Chungus this week, so you know, we'll see how they do versus me. But you know, like I don't lose, I play to win, of course. And the database is not loading, but either way, we have the second game. I think this is Ceres versus Cerise, don't really know how to pronounce your name, versus TT Tech here. And TT Tech brings Fire versus Dragon, and you know, just looking at a matchup, it's Dragon is always favored against Fire. It's one of the matchups where Fire just doesn't really win if you play your cards correctly, because Como just kind of clicks, you know, Clangris Soul Blaze on Saturn. You're immune to Blacephalon's Bulletproof as like a scarf, you can't get tricked. You resist Flamethrower, and yeah, it's just kind of Jova at that point. Like, Como gets up a Z-move versus Fire, and like nothing happens. There's also Garchomp and you know, other stuff like Rowan Moon, which can if you run a Choice Scarf, can outspeed like +1 Zardex, and yeah, I don't see TT Tech winning this game. I even forgot who won here. I think Ceres pretty much won, but obviously by the matchup. Fire does not beat Dragon. If you play this tier enough, you'll know that. But yeah, Blacephalon comes out. You know, this is obvious Shed Tail here. Yeah, obvious Shed Tail. You're just probably gonna go like Como. You could probably taunt the Heatran or just straight up Z-move straight away. Like that also works. It doesn't even matter. But I probably would have saved it for like Volcarona or something, because you could have definitely just clicked Drain Punch or taunt the Heatran. But they're probably gonna attack into this slot anyway. Yeah, which breaks the sub. So Torkoal comes out. Torkoal, oh, Aura Sphere. I was not expecting to see Fighting Stab Como there. But yeah, Clanging Scales Aura Sphere, so they're not Flamethrower, it seems. Or they could be. They could be lacking Taunt, I don't know. But you know, Volcarona comes out, Clanging Scales does 81%. They QD. Psychic is not killing Como from full HP, I'll tell you that. But they are Z-move Psychic, so you're probably dead. Yep. Yeah, it seems like everyone just runs Z-move Psychic in you know, Natdex Monotype tools. But Garchomp is here, gonna live every hit unless you get crit, of course. Even with that, oh, Dragon Tail missed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'll be honest, that is rough. So Cyclizar comes out. So the Giga Drain there. If that was me, I would have QD'd again. But you have a Goodra in the back, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, does Goodra do enough damage to Volcarona? Crit 28, yeah, nah, it's over. Seeing Goodra takes no damage from that Pokemon. But yeah, Heatran comes out, Dragon Tail, Flame Body proc maybe? Nope. Blacephalon comes out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Blacephalon's not taking Dragon Tail too well, I'll be honest. But yeah, all Goodra has to really do is like sit on like all of these Mons other than like Zardex. But yeah, I don't see any way of breaking this sub. Draco comes out and Volcarona is dead. This is exactly how this matchup is supposed to go, I'll be honest. You know, F-Power comes out, breaks the sub, which I'm not surprised about. But, you know, Goodra's just going to keep spamming Dragon Tail. Half-Flame came out. I mean, at least you can kind of break this with Ivy Cudgel. But they decided to go Heatran again, which I'm a bit confused about. At least try and chip this down. Like, what are you swapping out for? Like, he's going to kick Dragon Tail again. He's at -2 special attacks. I don't know why you just didn't attack there. So, Scarf for Scarf. Oh, wait, that was Banded Rowan Moon. Okay. Banded. Oh, wait. Yeah, it was Banded Rowan Moon. But it gets a Scarf now, so that's just going to outspeed Zardex. So, yeah, that is very useful. So, Mega Ult is going to come out. DD, most likely. Can't really hit this, but at the same, yeah, they do just stay regular Zard, which is the play. But you're getting 2-hit killed regardless, so it doesn't really matter. But at this point, EQ should kill. No, it doesn't. Mega Ultar is too bulky. Yeah, this is looking completely over. I'll be honest. Blacephalon lost its, you know, Choice Scarf, so you can't even revenge kill that. Ogerpon's getting 2-hit killed by EQ. Or even Frustration. I think Frustration is definitely 2-hit queuing. Oh, that doesn't get 2-hit queued. I mean, that's a roll, of course. But yeah, Ogerpon gets +2 speed. But, ooh, could this reverse sweep potentially? That's interesting. I didn't see the situation. Well, Goodra's at full HP, basically. Is he afraid? I mean, there's not much you can do, to be fair. The game's over. Like, you don't break Gudra, because Draco would have just killed you there, to be honest. But I think you wanted the prior damage on Gudra that turn where you could have clicked Ivy Cudgel. I don't know why you swapped out. Oh, okay. I mean, Rowan Moon is scarfed now, so it's pretty much over. If they didn't trick that, it could have been potentially one. But again, like, he was afraid of clicking Ivy Cudgel on the Hisuian Gudra. I don't know why, but yeah, not the strongest showing from TT Tech in my opinion, but at the same time the matchup was pretty doomed anyway, because Dragon beats Fire most of the time. So yeah, series played well. We'll get to see what they do week 2 versus Faded Charm. I don't know what type they're gonna bring, but you know, they made a good choice bringing Dragon in week 1. And finally, best for last, you know, your boy TTK, you know how it is. I'll swap sides. They changed how the replay thing looks, which it honestly looks better. But yeah, I'm up against Bruce Fies here, and you know, I was expecting a pretty solid game. I went Poison because I was like, Poison is relatively safe. I see a lot of Dragon usage from them, and like, Dragon would have been rough anyway, but I still had like a Galarian Weezing to handle, you know, Z-move Como and stuff like that. But like, it was definitely a matchup I would have to like play around to a certain extent. But they did bring normal, which I was just like, it should be okay, you know. Like, Mega Lopunny doesn't really break Poison all too well unless it's like some Encore set or Power Up Punch, and that would still be a bit dicey. But like, Pex could just scold that, and you know, it doesn't really matter in the long run. Same thing with Galarian Weezing. Sneasler just kind of revenge kills as well, and it's basically just how this game is going to go. Sneasler is going to try and find entry points to CC, and yeah, kill everything basically. But yeah, I mean, normal is prone to getting CC spammed on because not every team is running Hisuian Zoroark, which is kind of mid on the type, I'll be honest. But like, its defensive typing is useful for the fighting immunity. It's just that it's not that bulky in the first place. But yeah, let's start off this game. I think it was a Sneasler, of course, because what else am I going to lead off with in it? So yeah, I decided to U-turn here. I get a Poison Touch proc, which is what I was expecting to get, to be honest. I needed that. But yeah, they go for Brave Bird. Pex does not care. I'll be honest, Pex is just that guy. No leftovers because I am Z Haze, so just in case Como gets out of hand if Weezing dies. But yeah, I'm also Toxic as well, so I'm assuming the Blissey does not have Heal Bell, so the Toxic is going to be staying up. I go my AV Mark, which takes like nothing from Porygon 2, even with a +1 special attack boost, because I'm like Spadef max HP Assault Vest. So I go for Drain Punch. I was expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, Blood Moon. I could have definitely knocked off the P2 to make this easier, but I'd start getting paralyzed here, which doesn't really matter in the long run because P2 is going to die. But yeah, just to get some extra recovery back, I decided to Drain Punch, you know, get back like 5%. Doesn't really matter, but P2's dead, which is pretty solid. They go Blood Moon Ursaluna. Now, this one is scary for my team, as obviously you can see it start using Calm Mind. And I was like, oh no, I get paralyzed. I needed some chip, and I also needed Poison proc, but I get paralyzed 2 times in a row, and yeah, it's just looking a bit dicey. I get paralyzed 3 times in a row, and I'm just like, Blood Moon's at +3 is looking kind of difficult. So Venusaur manages to live her power, which I'm very surprised about, I'll be honest. But I go for Giga Drain, and yeah, my Venusaur's dead. So what can I really say? I'm happy it lived that, because if I didn't have any prior chip, this game probably would have been over. But yeah, CC spam is pretty obvious. I think I can 2-KO Staraptor here. 35 plus the poison really helped, because Staraptor's in range now of CC, and yeah, they just lose their Intimidate Mon. So it's just trying to find opportunities to position Sneasler in to start clicking close combat. And my -1 attack, I know I'm not gonna kill Blood Moon. They go for Blood Moon on my Weezing, manages to live, and obviously they can't hit Blood Moon again. But I was expecting, I don't know, like, Nidoking wasn't the sack, but at least they go Blissey here, and I'm just like, cool. Blissey's not taking any damage from Nidoking, I'll be honest. And if you guys saw my last community post, you'll probably notice where this Nidoking's from, and you'll see what damage it does later on in the game. But yeah, so Seismic Toss is free killing me. I'm like, I have no business staying in, I'll be honest. Pex is also free killed by Seismic Toss. And yeah, I'm just gonna go Sneasler on this. because they're going to continue kicking seismic toss, and obviously CC means I get a free kill. But they go Ditto, and obviously Sneasler resists CC, so they're going to be switching that in. But it gets to it killed, obviously, so excuse me there. But yeah, I go Pex on the CC because I'm obviously not going to be taking any damage from Sneasler, and obviously rocks are up, so eventually Ditto is just going to get chipped down by 12% every single time. I go for the Scold on Lopunny, hoping for a burn. No burn. Doesn't really change how I'm playing this game anyway, because I was going to go Weezing to sack it, so the Pex, you know, gets Regenerate activated. But at this point, yeah, it just lets me get in Sneasler again, and they basically just have to decide what they want to sack. They sacked the Mega Lopunny, and I was just like, cool. So I'm in a pretty good position because I'm always just trying to find Sneasler in freely. I'm at -1. I'm not trying to risk any speed ties, you know, because I'll just lose the speed tie and I'll lose the game. So, you really have to, as a player, manage your win con perfectly, and especially for something like Monotype where it's so obvious to try and manage your win con. I decided to Toxic because I was expecting Blood Moon Ursaluna to come in, but you know, to go Blissey, I recover on my Toxapex, get up a bit healthier. Not like Toxapex is 1v1 in Blissey anyway, but you know, just got some damage there, and yeah, don't really have much of a switch, and I go Muck because I know I can Drain Punch, recover quite a good amount of HP from Blissey here. Assuming I don't get paralyzed, of course, and they decide to swap out to Ursaluna Blood Moon, and I'm just like, cool, that's fine. We go out to Drain Punch, does some good damage. Their Keyberry, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting Z-move, to be fair. But Keyberry, you get hit by a physical move, and, you know, you get a defense boost. So, yeah, here's time for Fraudulent Nidoking, doing 68 with Ice Beam. Pitiful damage. I was expecting a lot more. Run Blizzard for real, you get me. But, yeah, Sneasler comes in. You know, Blissey dies. At this point, I'm just like, either I have to risk a speed tie because Bruce Fives predicts me, but like, it's the last time Ditto can even switch in anyway. So at this point, I was just like, cool, I can sack Muck because I don't need Muck. Muck is not beating Blood Moon. They do U-turn there, so Ditto's obviously dead for the count now, and you know, like, there was no point of me making any risky plays by, you know, doubling into Sneasler on, you know, what's his name? Blood Moon's Earth Power, for example. So it is obviously for me to play safe, maybe get a Poison Touch proc, which I do, which probably really does help me with killing Ursaluna Blood Moon. So they decide to kill me here, and at this point, Blood Moon loses 12% of its health, and, you know, Sneasler obviously kills it from 52. Now, the fact that I have to say Sneasler has to kill it from 52 is insane, because Blood Moon is surviving from full HP. It just goes to show how crazy that mon is, and yeah, we managed to win the game there. So Bruce Fives gives me a good game. Blood Moon is scary, even with Sneasler. You know, having CC spam CC so many times just to kill everything on the team. How many CCs did I even click? I clicked 6 because one died. You know, Staraptor got hit by 2, and then Ditto died to Stealth Rocks, and did also take 1 CC, transformed, and got 2 KO'd. But either way, that was it for the Natdex Monotype games and the Natdex Farm League, and hopefully we're going to be showing some better quality. Well, I'm not going to say the quality of game were bad, but obviously I'm playing again this week, so, you know, by the end of this week, you'll be able to see me in action, and hopefully I managed to get the win against Big Chungus. We'll see whether Bruce Fives and Faded Chum can bounce back from their losses from week 1 and see if they're able to beat their opponents for week 2. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below. I don't know what I want you guys to say. Whether Blood Moon is broken in Natdex Monotype if you play it. I mean, Blood Moon's been banned from so many formats. Banned from OU, banned from Natdex OU. Natdex Monotype will be no different in the future if it continues doing Blood Moon things. But yeah, thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.